Hello and welcome to my garden. It's another beautiful day. It's my vegetable garden and I continue my preparation for the upcoming season. And today I'm gonna be working with my flower beds. Actually, I will continue my work and I hope that you saw another episode from a few months ago when I started cleaning them, cutting them back. So now this part of our job is done. But then we have another thing to do. And the most obvious one is weeding. I continue weeding my garden and it's looking much better right now. So now I'm trying to catch a moment without rain because our forecast in our previous several weeks are extremely wet, and I'm grateful for that because here in south of France in our region it's such a luck to get this amount of water, so all the plants can get this and to perform beautifully. So right now I'm going to be concentrating on replacing and dividing, but I don't really believe that I will get a chance to divide, but hopefully I will get a chance to divide some of my perennials. And the biggest one would be irises, but due to drought, the big portion of them just has died, didn't make it. So now I have leftovers, and if you will look at them, because now it's not a whole clump of roots, but one thing that survived. Usually it's situated kind of in a strange way, and you will be probably wondering why have you planted them so closely together with other plants, and the answer will be that I never did this thing. It's just they were expanding, the other perennials were growing as well, and the tiny little bit that survived is just found itself next to another plant. Then I will go through the parts where I've already done reading, and I will show you the gaps that now I can see. And it's just because all these borders, this one long one and this kind of short one, all together creating another flower bed. I planted them several years ago, 3 years ago now, and with perennials. But perennials, it means that the plants will last longer and live longer than one season, but it doesn't mean that eventually they won't die. And some of them are dying quicker, some of them later, some of them died because of drought, some of them because of I don't know what. So right now I will need to have a cat and they're jumping. So now I need to look at the gaps that I see and think about replacing dead flowers with something else. But yeah, and I'm really happy to be here in the garden today, because when it's just like raining and raining and raining, yeah, but we are here, we are working together, and that's the main part. Let's start. And this is the situation that I was talking about. We have Sylvia here, we have Verbena here, then there's a whole patch is missing, nothing is here, mom is here, but then there's another Sylvia. But all the rest is empty. There was a beautiful huge Gora here, but it didn't make it. And then I lost another Gora. It was here in the middle. I have Penicillium, I have mom, I have iris and Russian sage, but this big area is absolutely empty. And as you can see, both Goras that now I will need to replace with something else were located next to the gravel pathway. And I really love that effect when flowers are kind of spilling over the pathway, and that's why we make this pathway extremely wide, so we could have this soft effect when plants are getting into this. And I absolutely love it. But now I need to consider one thing, that if I will plant a flower closer to the gravel, that will spill with the flowers. When flowers will stop dropping, they will create a nice kind of compost thing on the gravel. And I need to keep it in mind, and to have like a way how I will maintain the gravel on my pathway, or I need to pick another plant. And I believe that this year I will be replacing my beautiful goras with something else that will try to create this spilling effect, or maybe even not, but at least it will stay out of the pathway, not giving a lot of like organic material on that, if it makes sense. I don't know, but I'll show you. Hopefully it does. So now I will start with digging out irises, and then we shall see. This iris and another one that grows just next to it. It's really easy because I'm just removing them from their current position and placing them just close to the place where it was before. This Soviet and this mom, they're too close together, and I just need to shift it a little bit here. Now I dig out all the leftovers of my irises, and I'm ready to plant them in a new place, where, as you see, I've just replanted and shifted them just slightly, little bit, pretty much in the same position as they were before. But first of all, I would like to discuss the structure of the irises, and if you have a big clumps and you're ready to divide them, that would be the most important thing for you to know, that actually roots of irises, they consist of feeding roots, this rather normal looking thing, and then there's a rhizome here, and you divide your irises by cutting these rhizomes and placing them in a different position of the garden, and they will give you new growth and new plant. And actually, to plant these irises, you don't need to go too deep, because you know, it's rhizomes and they need to be close to the surface level. So I will use even not a shovel, but my weeder. And the very last thing you want to do is to reduce the existing foliage, because we disturbed the root system of the flowers, so now they're not able to support all these green leaves. So now is the time to fill the second gap. The first one is now empty. The second one, I'm just counting from me like away. So the second one now is filled with irises, and I was kind of wondering, again, I want this spilling effect, but I don't want to have too much organic matter coming into the pathway, and I thought that maybe lantana would be a good thing for that. So finger crossed. Now we're putting one in and we will see how it goes. So this lantana was propagated at home, and I brought a few plants to have an option. So I decided to try it here. Now I finished planting and dividing and replacing perennials and even one shrub, because lantana here is a shrub. So I have a few packets of seeds. Their expiration date are not looking great as usual, just because this year I'm getting rid of everything that I have. I'm planting everything in and hoping for the best. So yeah, I don't want to put these seeds in cells because I don't want to be bothered with that. And then I was looking at my garden and I'm not sure where I need to put them. And right now I'm standing next to my rhubarb patch, and I'm thinking maybe I will need to put it there. So here are 3 varieties of cosmos and a bishop flower, and that's how I like to plant my annuals, if they go straight into the ground. And then I'm getting this cardboard and I'm getting all the seeds all together. So now all colors are mixed. I don't know which one is where. And I'm gonna be just sprinkling the seeds into the ground. And it means whatever germinates, germinates. So I was avoiding the areas just exactly behind the rhubarbs, so plants won't be competing, but we shall see how it goes. And before starting weeding, I will prepare myself of some of the salads, and I will pick up some onions. So yeah. Then I will get focused only on weeding with no more excuses. Fresh salads and green onions from the garden. What can be better? And do remember that the last time we were making a project here, we were planting radishes, and I told you that it's really easy, really fast growing, and here they are. They appeared. And this is gonna be it for today. Today was a wonderful day, and I'm really happy that I had a chance to spend some time here. And again, I start feeling raindrops, but okay, at least we had a chance to do something here. So right now we've replaced irises. We even had a chance to divide one clump of surviving irises. And I don't know, maybe this summer will bring us another drought, but you never know, and each and every time you hope for the best. I still have a ton of waiting ahead of me, but I will try my best to come here and to do as much as I can as well. We have a nice, beautiful harvest, and yeah, life is good. So please like, share, subscribe, and yeah, and see you next time. And I'm actually really happy that I had a chance to plant a cosmos, because it's, you know, it's like, yeah, you're picking up the windows where you can work, and you're like, okay, I will do this, I will do that, and definitely I will prioritize planting something new, especially something that in seeds that it takes time to germinate, to grow, to bloom over reading. And maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm doing it in a right, not right, wrong order, but that's how I kind of like try and to catch up with everything. So yeah, thanks you on again, and bye, see you next time.